All right, here we go. Two burly boys played Pokemon in their youth. One had to grow up, the other stayed true. Now the large grown-up child can name all of them, but the other guy probably 510. Now what can they do? Why don't they review? Now I'll talk about them till we die.
Die? Welcome, everybody. I'm Frank.
And I'm Joachim.
And this is your
Certified Poke Moment,
where we feature and talk about one Pokemon evolution line every single week.
Today's random featured Pokemon is...
Hey,
Rhyperior! Whoa.
What did you say?
Rhyperior. I said Rhyperior because I put the H that's in front of the R in front of the P.
Oh.
Rhyperior.
I love Rhyperior
Frank
so
loves
much.
to let people know he loves Rhyperior.
He
also
do.
loves to let people know that he likes Rhyperior's design.
I love
think
it.
Everything is great about Rhyperior's design, except they put his horn too low. Now it's a nose, and I hate that.
He put his horn a little low.
It should have been higher. It should have stayed
He has
a
two
horn.
horns.
Yeah, he doesn't need a nose. Like, I see he still has his nose.
Yeah.
Like, it just looks too much like a nose.
I don't know. I honestly don't even see it as a nose. I see it as a drill on his face. Gosh, I love Rhyperior.
Actually, zooming into Rhyperior, honestly, I never realized he still had his nose holes.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Also, no, his nose, it's angled too far down. It needs to be angled more up so you know it's not a nose. Because it presents as a nose.
To me, I see those nose holes, and I don't think it presents as a nose anymore.
They're so small. I didn't even know he had nose holes until now. And I enjoy Rhyperior.
I am one of Rhyperior's biggest fans. So many people want to talk about how he's a downgrade from Rhydon. I disagree completely. I think Rhydon is a cool enough Pokemon.
It's a downgrade.
I think Rhyperior is
Does he have a tail?
amazing. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Cool Ankylosaurus tail.
Oh, okay. And Kylosaurus. Okay. Like the party rock is in the house tonight.
Yeah. Okay, so we can't start with my boy, my absolute unit of a lad, Rhyperior. We have to start where it all began. Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn is a ground rock-type Pokemon and is known as the Spikes Pokemon.
Oh, really?
And his cry sounds like this. See, that sounds like Charizard to me, too.
Huh.
They're so similar.
Gen 1. They only had so much to work with.
Also, I should have probably elaborated earlier why I love Rhyperior so much. Rhinoceros is my favorite Pokemon. I love him.
Rhinoceros is your
I
favorite
said
Pokemon.
rhinoceros, didn't I?
Rhinoceros is your favorite Pokemon?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I gotta slow down.
You're like a big baby boy.
I'm too excited. I gotta slow down.
My number favorite Pokemon is actually the Rhinoceros.
Gouge your eyes out.
And my second favorite is a giraffe.
Yes.
If I saw a giraffe fight a rhinoceros, I would probably clap my hands and my little feet.
A rhino
Saurus.
is my favorite animal of all time.
What's your favorite color?
Orange. And
Literally
Rhyperior is an
worse-
orange rhino.
It couldn't be any more different than blue, the best color.
Orange and blue are the color of Florida, the football team, the Gators.
That took a while. Yeah.
Well, I knew I couldn't
talking
just say
to.
Florida because you wouldn't have gotten that. Because you're not a sportsman like me.
But the color of Florida, you could also... A Knowles fan would say that the colors of Florida are like red and freaking, I don't know, white.
Red and white.
Knowles.
Garnet and gold, you idiot.
That's what they say?
Knowles.
I hate sports so much. God.
Oh,
Gators all the way. I'm doing the Gators arm thing. I freaking hate sports. But knowing Frank is a Knowles... Are you a Knowles guy?
Yeah, my whole family.
Yeah.
Man, I all went to Florida
Frick the
State,
Knowles.
man.
Frick the
Go
Knowles.
Florida State.
Frick the Knowles.
We're going to make it to the Super Bowl next year.
What? I don't think
Just
that's how
kidding.
that works.
Yeah, that's college and not college,
no.
professional.
No. Florida Polytechnic University all the way.
Yes, Rhyhorn is a really cool Pokemon in Gen 6. I love that they let you ride it around in that one section. That was fun. He's cool. But I don't think he's nearly as cool as the first Pokemon ever designed Rhydon.
Oh yeah.
Rhydon was the first Pokemon.
They put a horn on a rhino standing up, and they
Yep.
said, "Wait a minute," and they started putting horns on more things.
I
like
think
this.
I've got something. Rhydon is still ground rock and is now known as the drill Pokemon. And its cry sounds like this.
It's just a cry. It's
Yeah.
just a Gen 1 cry.
It's just a monstery noise. Rhydon is sincerely... Nope. Yep, sincerely? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let's go sincerely. It sounds weird on my tongue, but a legitimately super cool looking Pokemon. It's awesome. It's great. But it's not quite enough. I never grew up with on Gen 1 when there was only Gen 1. My first generation was a Gen 4 game. Rhyperior always existed in my mind. He was always what Rhydon was meant to become. And when you're ready to turn your Rhydon into a Rhyperior, you're going to trade him holding a Protector. Yep, a Protector. And he is still ground rock, still known as the drill Pokemon, but he is now your wonderful Rhyperior, and his cry sounds like this.
Frank
Yes.
really likes that.
Yeah.
It just sounds like a cry.
No, it's so iconic, especially back in like Gen 5. I remember sending out my Rhyperior, him slamming to the ground, because the heavier the Pokemon, the dust particles would come up and everything. It'd be a heavy slam sound, and just hearing that monster's cry makes me so happy.
This is unrelated, but I had this idea that we were talking about how they were like putting horns on everything.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I swear to God, if Gorochu had horns.
The trashed Raichu evolution, yeah.
I look it up. He's got horns.
He
They literally
certainly
were just
does.
putting horns on everything. Those bastards.
The spikier, the cooler Jokum.
They really did just start out with Rhyhorn, and they were
Yeah.
like, I'm feeling horny.
Man, Rhyperior, he's just a unit. He is a strong, powerful wall of a unit. I love this guy. I don't think I even put Rhyperior in my last top 10 favorite Pokemon list. I've been meaning to update that for years. Rhyperior, just looking at him, fills my brain with serotonin. I need to get a Rhyperior sitting cutie ASAP.
That is cool. Oh, I guess we'll see in the search and merch section. Merch and search section. That's what we're calling it now.
Yes.
What his sitting cutie looks like.
Yes, Jokum wants to start calling Googling for merch and his Googling for lewd art. Search and merch.
Merch
and I
and
love
search.
it. Merch and search.
Because we
And
need
I
the merch
love
first.
it. It's so fun.
But I'm back onto Rhyperior. I love Gen 4 evolutions. I love that they were
Yes.
giving so
Yep.
many Pokemon cool evolutions.
They're all good.
They're so good.
I
Oh
don't
my
care
gosh.
what anybody says. Licky Tongue, great.
Oh yeah, Lickilicky's great.
Licky, sorry. Licky is great. Looks exactly like what a follow-up to
Yeah.
Lickitung should be. I think Licky is better than Lickitung.
Oh yeah.
What are some other ones that people don't like as much? Tangrowth, I guess. Tangrowth is fine.
Tangrowth is
He's
fine.
exactly
Makes
what
Tangela
Tangela-
not interesting or
Yeah.
not uninteresting.
Exactly. And then you have the biggest bangers of all: Electivire,
Fire.
Togekiss,
Fire.
Weavile,
Fire.
Yanmega.
Fire.
I mean, they just did not miss.
Magnetons.
Magnezone.
Magnezone.
Yeah,
Fire.
absolute banger. Not everybody loves Magmortar, but he is. You cannot argue. Some people will try, but you cannot argue
Yeah.
that he is not an improvement from Magmortar.
Oh yeah, he's such an improvement.
Yes.
I have back in my playthrough of like Platinum or something. I made sure I had my entire team was just like I think I had probably Rhyperior, Magmortar,
Nice.
Dusk Noir.
Dusk
I
Noir,
think.
banger.
I love Dusk Noir. Gallade.
Gallade,
Who else did I
banger.
have? I didn't have Tangrowth. I didn't use. Who else did I used Magnezone.
Yep.
I can't remember what they all were, but so cool.
I remember I did the same thing. This is one of my many Sinnoh playthroughs. I guess it was probably Platinum. Made sure to have an Electivire. I actually transferred in an Elekid to be my starter. Had an Electivire,
Yeah, I
Magmortar,
have an
and a
Electivire,
few
too.
others similar like that.
Oh my god.
Gosh, man. And back during Gen 5, when I used to... I didn't play competitively. I just online battled with random people. I used to call it playing competitively, but that's not really competitive.
There was no competition.
Yeah. I had a Togekiss on that team, the team I would always challenge online competitions with, and I loved that Togekiss.
I feel like I also had a Togekiss, but I think that makes like 7 Pokemon on my team. I must have switched them out. I also remember wanting to use a Yanmega.
Yep.
But then I think it wasn't very good, and so I didn't use it.
And Mega, if only they would have made a Bug Dragon, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Gen 4 really did give us the best new evolutions. Like, I love the Ursalunas and the Weird Ears, but nobody can top Gen 4 in like giving us the best new evolutions.
I feel like if Ursaluna was introduced with like a 2D sprite, just because 3D sprites are just like boring. 2D art is so much more interesting.
With some Pokemon.
I think if Ursaluna was introduced with a 2D sprite, I think that'd be cool.
I feel like you need to see Ursaluna moving in action, because you can ride him to like sniff stuff out in the dirt. Seeing him run around, he's just this cool beast. Seeing him like rear up to roar and then slash at somebody, he's awesome. I love Ursaluna.
But I want to see him as a 2D sprite go like "Rah," and then like move a few pixels and then stay in solid. No, I don't know.
No. People have done. You can look up pixel art of Ursaluna. I'm sure somebody's done it. Let's do it in order so I can get the Pokedex entries for Rhyperior.
Sure.
I'll do Rhyhorn, you ride on me, Rhyperior.
I ride on you. He said, you ride on me.
You ride on me. I did say that,
because you're a big rhinoceros.
I am a rhinoceros. I love rhinosauruses. Alrighty. For Pokemon Red and Blue, its massive bones are 1,000 times harder than human bones.
Those are bones?
It can easily knock a trailer flying.
So which implies it did that before.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yellow, a Pokemon with a one-track mind. Once it charges, it won't stop running until it falls asleep.
Aw.
Stadium. It just mentions the bones again. Using its durability and strength, it can destroy tall buildings.
Whoa.
That's terrifying.
So that also implies that some asshole Rhyhorn
yeah.
or Rhydon.
You know how easy terrorism would be in the Pokemon world? Terrorism is so easy.
Yeah, maybe they have some kind of a police state they don't talk about.
Yeah.
That's just like not Nurse Joy's. Officer Jenny's are like the cute front of it.
Yeah.
But then in the background, it's just the reason everything is so happy-go-lucky is because any naysayers or dissenters are disappeared, like Ash's dad.
Maybe, oh my gosh, what a theory. Maybe any crimes that go above just stealing another person's Pokemon is met with immediate death sentence.
Yeah.
And so nobody does it to avoid the death sentence. Gold. It is inept at turning because of its 4 short legs.
I can only say it's inept.
Period. That's it. It can only charge and run in one direction. Silver. It doesn't care if there is anything in its way. It just charges and destroys all obstacles. Crystal. It can remember only one thing at a time. Once it starts rushing, it forgets why it started.
That's so cute.
Obviously, it can remember 4 moves.
Yeah.
But... oh, yeah, that is cute. Rhyhorn is just a cute little dummy. I love him.
Rhydhorn or Rhydon?
Rhyhorn.
Oh, Rhydon's the second one?
Rhydon is the second.
I always... okay, because Rhydon sounds like ride space on.
Yeah.
I always think Rhydon is the first one, and then Rhyhorn is just the second one because he's horny.
I think of it as like, before Rhyperior was introduced, Rhydon has like Don as like the head of the mafia or whatever.
Oh, I thought it was like a Don is like a suffix. I think it's a suffix they use in like dinosaurs.
Could be.
Like a.
I mean, I don't see why not. It's very dinosaur adjacent.
I'm just trying to think of a
Dimetrodon.
Yeah,
that's
Dimetrodon.
Technically a lizard. Dimetrodon is technically not a dinosaur.
Oh, I was gonna say Bastiodon, but that's a Pokemon.
Yes, it is.
But Don, it's like a suffix for a dinosaur.
All right, I guess we'll see during trivia. It could be both. Could just be yours.
Yeah. Red and blue, protected by an armor-like hide. It is. So that's a hide, not bones. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's just saying its bones internally are hard. Protected by its armor-like hide, it is capable of living in molten lava at 3,600 degrees. They just threw that on there. They're like, yeah, it can go in lava. Cool. Yellow. What? I forgot that in like blue and yellow, they say they don't say like it. They don't say it walks on its hind legs. They say walks on its hind legs.
Weird,
shows signs of intelligence. Its armor-like hide even repels molten lava. Do they do anything with the lava resistance?
It's resistant to fire.
Okay.
I mean...
do we do Stadium? I'm going to read Stadium because
sure.
I just brought it up. Protected by an armor-like hide. Oh.
Yeah, it's
its horn can bore holes through boulders.
Hey, so can Sea King.
Gold. Everything had a horn back then. Everything could bore holes. Gold. Its rugged hide protects it from the heat of lava. However, the hide also makes it insensitive. Oh, we're gonna have to bring that up later in Wed, Fed, and Dead.
Uh-oh, yep, don't forget that it's insensitive.
Silver. Its brain developed when it began walking on hind legs. Its thick hide protects it even in magma. Crystal. By lightly spinning its drill-like horn, it can easily shatter even a diamond in the rough. Even a diamond in the rough? That's a weird way of using that phrase.
Yeah. Yeah,
they just had the phrase diamond in the rough, and they're like, how could I use this in a sentence?
They really like to talk about how it can survive lava too. Good lord, that's like its main thing. Oh boy, Rhyperior. Here we go, buddy.
Flavor.
All right, diamond and pearl. It puts rocks in holes in its palms. Stop it. And uses its muscles to shoot them. Geodude are shot at rare times.
Whoa.
That's very funny. Also very weird to think it has muscles under all that rock.
Pokemon Dark Souls, there is or like Soulsborne style.
Yeah.
There's a Rhyperior boss, and one of his things is he launches Geodudes at you that cling to you and then start hitting you.
Yeah, that's really good. We got to go back to our Pokemon Dark Souls game idea and pitch it to Big Dark Souls.
Big Mon.
Platinum. It can launch a rock held in its hand like a missile by tightening then expanding muscles instantly. Jokum knows a lot about tightening his specific muscles. The ones that have the hole.
I'm going to tighten my muscles around your neck.
Oh, man. Let's see. What more can we get from this guy? Does it only throw rocks? Basically. X. From holes in its palms, it fires out Geodude. Its carapace can now it's a carapace. Can withstand volcanic eruptions. Come on, give me more stuff. Give me more stuff than just it firing out stuff.
Is Rhyperior's whole thing that he, like, throws things now?
He, like, shoots rocks, yeah, I guess.
Okay. I guess before he was just a rock thing.
Yeah, just a big rock dinosaur rhino.
Rockosaurus.
Shield. It relies on its carapace to deflect incoming attacks and throw its enemy off balance. As soon as that happens, it drives its drill into the foe. Legends Arceus. This Pokemon evolved through use of a curious item. Its rock-like hide is composed of a mysterious substance and can withstand a blow from a masterwork sword with nary a scratch. I like the Legends Arceus ones because they sound more like a researcher writing them.
I forgot this is back in time. I was like, a masterwork sword. Why is that the base like that? That's
like 200 years ago, buddy.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, Violet. A Rhyperior's brain is smaller than a Rhydon's. But the Rhyperior is stronger because it spends more energy on battling and less on brain power. Oh, my big dumb boy.
I'm trying to think of how this applies to Wed, Fed, and Dead, but I'm thinking too early.
Nope, you're thinking a little too early. Look at him. Look at him just... Look at his tail.
Yeah, he's pretty... Oh, that's cool.
I've got a little action figure I've had since I was a child of a Rhyperior. I got it from Epcot's Japan section. Oh, they had a bunch of Pokemon figures. I got one every time I went. He's not displayed right now, but
okay. I was looking for him.
Yeah, I can display him if you want me to. Bro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this guy is great. This guy is so great. Let's go ahead and talk about those good abilities. I think they're the same all the way through the evolution line. They are. Oh, they're not. One seems to be different. So we talked about this ability recently. Lightning Rod. Electric type moves are drawn to this Pokemon. Electric type moves will do no damage, and the Pokemon special attack stat is raised by 1. On Seaking, incredible. On Rhyperior, not as much. Because he's already immune to electric type attacks, and his special attack is abysmal.
Yeah
so, it's not as good here, but still, in a double battle situation, which all competitive is, it's still great if you want to know your water type Pokemon.
Amazing ability.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Really, really good. And I'm talking about Rhyhorn specifically right now. It'll change by the time we get to Rhyperior. Its next ability is Rockhead. It does not receive recoil damage from recoil-causing attacks. So, like the move Rock Wrecker, I believe, or no, he doesn't get Rock Wrecker, but
Brave Bird
will. Brave Bird, yes. When your Rhyhorn uses Brave Bird, it will receive no recoil damage. And its hidden ability is Reckless. The power of moves that deal recoil damage are increased by 20%. So you are dealing more damage, but you're going to get a hair of that back as well. So, Upon evolution into Rhydon, nothing changes. Then into Rhyperior, he keeps Lightning Rod and Reckless, but he no longer has Rock Head. He gets Solid Rock. Damage by super effective moves is reduced by 25%. Love that.
Oh,
that's
okay.
great.
So now instead of... It's like 1.5 damage that super effective moves would do on him?
Or is it
of
1.75? Because it's 25% less. So, could help you to survive an attack or two, depending on how strong the attack coming at you is.
Yeah. Well, is that what you would have on him, right? Period?
Yeah, I would do solid. Reckless is good and all, but, I don't know, there's not that many moves he uses that have recoil. Just skimming through his moveset, there's really nothing I can see. I'm sure there'll be something later in TMs, but yeah, I would definitely do Solid Rock. Let's do those stats, shall we? Do you want to know Rhydons, or should we just do Rhyperior?
I think just Rhyperior.
Okay.
I don't think... Okay, maybe both, because Rhydon used to be its own Pokemon.
Yes, for 3 generations, it was its own Pokemon.
Yeah, maybe. Then.
All right, let's do Rhydon really quick. I won't do his moveset or anything, just stats. Rhydon's base stat total is 485, so fairly high. It's only 15 points less than Scizor and whatnot, and Scyther. HP 105, physical attack 130. It's very high.
Yeah, wow.
Physical defense 120.
Whoa.
Yeah. Special attack 45, special defense 45. And speed 40. So it's not fast. It's very bulky physically.
Yeah, very bulky.
Just don't get hit by a special attack.
Oh, crazy.
Especially not a super effective special attack, because unfortunately, since he is ground rock, he is 4 times weak to water and grass.
Yeah. 2 pretty common moves.
Yeah.
Everyone has Trailblaze.
And very common special attacks.
No, Trailblaze is physical.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
But Energy Ball,
Yeah.
Giga Drain, Hydro Pump, Surf, Scald, a lot of good special moves that are going to do a lot of damage to you. And then Rhyperior's base stat total is 535. HP 115, physical attack 140, so 10 higher. Defense 130, 10 higher. Special attack 10 higher at 55. Special defense, 55. Speed, 40. So, he doesn't go up that much upon evolution, but it's enough to I think, warrant the evolution. Oh, man. This guy is such a good guy. Movesets. He gets Hammer Arm, Smackdown, Bulldoze. He does also get Horn Attack. Drill Run. Physical ground type attack that does 80 damage, 95 accuracy. The user crashes into the target while rotating its body like a drill. Critical hits land more easily. Now, that's a great ground type move and all, but he does get Earthquake by level up. I just like Earthquake. 100 damage, 100 accuracy. No added effects, but it's pretty cool. I like it. Stone Edge, level 54, Mega Horn, and Horn Drill, just like Sea King, we talked about a couple weeks ago. And at level 75, he gets what I believe, at one point was a signature move, at least for a generation, Rock Wrecker. It is a physical rock type attack that does 150 damage with 90 accuracy. The user launches a huge boulder at the target to attack. The user cannot attack on the next turn. So it's rock type Hyper Beam. The only other Pokemon that can learn this move is Crustle.
Oh, interesting.
It makes sense for Crustle, though, because if they're launching a boulder, he's basically just launching himself.
Is that a physical attack?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yep.
A lot of times launching moves are special.
Yeah.
So I never know.
By the way, the most recent... Oh, no, you can get him in Scarlet and Violet, right? Yeah, you can. I feel like I haven't seen many of these guys in Scarlet and Violet. Oh, he looks so good. Yeah, moveset doesn't really change from Sword and Shield to Scarlet and Violet. That's good. And through TM, he can get Fire Fang, Thunder Fang, and Ice Fang. Great, love that. Metal Claw, Dragon Tail.
I'm not gonna say it.
He doesn't want to say it anymore, guys.
No, it's cliche.
He doesn't want to say it. He's getting...
No.
He needs his nap.
No, I need to remember the Cyber Chase theme. That's what I'll do from now on.
He can learn Avalanche, which is a physical ice type attack that does 60 damage. This move's power is doubled if the target has inflicted damage on the user in the same turn. Since you're so slow, is likely to happen. 120 damage ice type attack? Yes, please. He can learn Smart Strike. We just talked about that recently. Physical steel type attack. Stop it. Don't call my boy dumb.
He's canonically dumb.
Good steel type attack that'll never miss. Brick Break. Ooh, Shadow Claw. Oh, forget the elemental fangs. He gets the elemental punches. Fire, thunder, and ice. They're all stronger with 100 accuracy. That's awesome. Oh, man, what to teach him. He gets so many good moves. Poison Jab is there, too. Body Press. He's so heavy. Body Press would be great. Iron Head. For some, not that I'd ever teach him this, but he gets Dragon Pulse for some reason. Crunch, Heavy Slam, another steel type attack that's also based on weight. No, wait. Body Press is based on your defense stat, which is very high. Heavy Slam is based on your weight. And for those curious, he weighs 623 pounds, which is very, very heavy.
But not as heavy as I'd think.
You think he'd be more?
I feel like he'd be like a ton.
Ooh, he can also learn Iron Defense, which will in turn make your body press do more damage.
How tall is this thing?
Take a guess.
Like, I don't know. Knowing Pokemon, it should be like 7 feet tall. But it's probably like 5'5".
Taller.
7 feet.
Taller.
8 feet.
7'10".
Okay.
That's
all
pretty
right.
freaking
yeah,
tall.
That's good. I think it should be heavier then.
Yeah, it should probably be well over 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
But this is Pokemon logic we're talking about. I am very, very curious at his weight how much Heavy Slam would do. Does it go into depth? Okay, yes. Let's talk about Heavy Slam. Oh, the more the user outweighs the target, the greater the move's power. Okay. Okay, so if the target's weight, if you're 50+%, this is written out weird. Tell me if this makes sense. 50+% of the user's weight, it does 40 damage. 33 to 50% of the user's weight, 60. 25 to 33, 80. 20 to 25% of the user's weight, 100. Less than 20% of the user's weight, 120 damage.
That makes sense to me. I just think that it's too specific. I hate that it uses weight as the mechanic.
Yeah. He is really heavy, though. He's heavier than probably most Pokemon.
But even if he's heavier than most Pokemon, how many Pokemon are within the 60th?
Yeah.
Or within like the 50% or the 40% of him.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's what, 80 damage you would do?
Even 60. 33 to 50% is 60. It's not enough.
No, it's not enough.
I would rather just teach him body press because his physical defense is so high.
Yeah.
Dang, it just keeps going. He gets this TM set from Rhydon too, and like all Gen 1 Pokemon, he can learn Ice Beam, Fire Blast, Hydro Pump, Blizzard. Outrage. He gets the Dragon type move, Outrage. There's Thunder.
It's because he's a big outrageous boy.
Yeah. Heat Crash. That's cool. That's another weight-based one. Heat Crash is just Heavy Slam, but for fire. The more the user outweighs the target, the greater the move's power. He gets Focus Punch, physical fighting type attack that does 150 damage with 100 accuracy. But this move fails if the user is hit before using the move.
Yeah, so that's not going to happen.
No. Gosh, he learns... His moveset is insane. It's deeper than I thought it was.
That's what she said.
Shut up. The newer move, Temper Flare. Physical fire type attack that does 75 damage with 100 accuracy. Spurred by desperation, the user attacks the target. This move's power is doubled if the user's previous move failed. So use Focus Punch, then Temper Flare. You get to do 150 damage.
Oh.
That's so funny.
But what happens if instead you just use two moves that did 90 damage, then you would have done 180 damage in total.
Yes,
I don't know if
exactly.
you should.
Yeah, just use Earthquake twice in a row, you know? He also gets Supercell Slam, physical electric type attack that does 100 damage with 95 accuracy. The user electrifies its body and drops onto the target to inflict damage. If this move misses, the user takes damage instead, but still, it's 95% accurate. Meteor Beam is a special rock type attack, Breaking Swipe, dragon type attack. Holy crap. Guys, normally I'll be like, okay, this is the best moveset I think to go with.
He's got so many
He's got
options.
so many options. I don't think there is a best option. It's build him for whatever your team needs. Don't have a poison type on the team? Give him Poison Jab. Hey, it would help against the grass types he's going to be going up against. Same thing with Supercell Slam. Very powerful electric type attack that should be able to knock out most things even when it's not super effective. But it'll help you against water types. Dragon type moves. Fire type moves. Ice Punch. Like... Just make sure you have a stab rock type attack and a stab ground type attack, and anything else is dealer's choice, really. Yeah, I can't even say what I would probably go with, because it would all depend on team composition. If I don't have an ice type on the team, probably give him Ice Punch. If I do, maybe Supercell Slam. Gosh, this is so interesting. I love my boy. I love Rhyperior. Even through Egg Move, he can get Dragon Rush, 100 damage, physical dragon type attack with 75 accuracy, and that may also make a target flinch. Awesome. Just awesome.
Yeah, I can't think of a one strategy to use him for.
No. I mean, whatever you use him for, he's going to be your, like, bulky attacker.
Yeah.
Physically bulky attacker. You know, you're not going to try and set up with him unless you do want to teach him iron defense and body press. Get a couple iron defenses up, make your defense skyrocket even higher.
But like, there's still that little weak spot in his armor, which is just his special defense.
Well, let's say this. Say you are in a double battle with your opponent, and you've been keeping Rhyperior in the back. Your other Pokemon have been kind of, kicking ass or whatever. They've been defeating a lot of your opponent's Pokemon, and the only Pokemon your opponent has left are physical attackers. Now you send out Rhyperior, get up an iron defense or two. They can't do anything. You can just sweep. Although, in the time you set up an iron defense, could you really have just used Earthquake or Stone Edge or something to knock them out in one hit?
Frank keeps clapping his ass cheeks.
I'm sorry. I'm slapping my knee, and it just out because I'm passionate right now.
Okay, yeah, his knee. Replace that with ass cheeks. And now
I'm trying to sneak around, but the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting Joker. Gosh, I got to use Rhyperior in another playthrough. It's been years since I've used Rhyperior in a playthrough. I don't know. I've been every single time we do a new Pokemon episode in this podcast, I'm always like, I should use them in a playthrough. I want to do a Pokemon Shield or Sword playthrough again soon, just to use a lot of Pokemon I don't use very often. I should just use Rhyperior. Because I love him. I love him so much. Joachim, do you want to see his shiny form?
Sure.
You want to see this whole line shiny form?
Green. I'm calling it. He's going to be green. Whoa!
Rhyhorn goes from gray to brown.
It's kind of like a rust. I like that.
Yeah.
Dusty looking.
He's pretty good. Rhydon goes from gray to, what do you even call that?
Kind of a tan green.
Yeah.
Very, very lightly green, but
yes, barely green.
Just a little green.
Still there, yeah. Oh, wait, I wonder what a Sprite would look like with that shiny. Little less green somehow.
Yeah, I like that. I like its Sprite. It's much better.
Yeah. And then Rhyperior. His orange becomes more of a yellow, and his dark rock gets slightly lighter.
I think his natural color is way better.
Yeah.
I think that orange is really good.
I like it in Sprite form, but yeah, that orange and dark gray is like hard to beat.
In Sprite form, you can barely see his nostril. I think that the reason I thought he was always like that horn was his nose was that you can't see his nostril very well.
Yeah. Yeah.
To me, I always hated his design because I thought it was like for some reason in some cartoon illustrations, when they have a bird character that's supposed to be like a little humanoid character,
Yeah.
they make its beak its nose.
Yep.
And I want to flay, I want to blood eagle
Yeah.
the artist who do that. That is the
Yeah.
worst design choice.
I also don't like it when they have dogs have their muzzle just be a nose and then the mouth is beneath it.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's horrible.
Technically, that's what Lucario does, but
Oh my gosh.
yeah, I gotta show you a picture of Lucario.
Oh my
now.
gosh.
That's what Lucario does, brother.
Oh god.
It's hard to tell, but like his mouth is down there and his nose is up there.
That's kind of forgivable because it's on the muzzle.
Yeah,
It's technically
well, it's below it. It's still below it.
So it's like, okay, it's not like his face is
It's below. It doesn't look bad on Lucario.
It doesn't look bad. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Is it because it's like, it's not like he's a flat face with a muzzle sticking out of it, and then lower on that flat face there's a mouth. It's like, it's like a My Hero Academia face where it's almost like a beak with a mouth on the bottom of it.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Like Deku's nose kind of blends into his mouth, and it's like a beak.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know. My Hero Academia humans are kind of weird looking. Not All Might. He's the most human looking.
Yeah. Well, a lot of, I don't know, all anime characters are weird looking because sometimes they don't have a nose and sometimes their mouth is like on the side of their face
Yeah,
when you look at a side profile. Yeah,
I think
weird.
anime's gotten better about that. I don't think they do
Yeah.
that as much anymore. Or it looks
Jokum.
cheap when they do.
If you could give Rhyperior an alternate form, what would you do?
Rhyperior. And he's like, sucks. But he's got a really high special defense and special attack. But he's like a little nerd.
Yeah.
He's pathetic.
I think it's really cheap to like just tack dragon onto anything.
Yeah.
But like rock dragon, and you kind of lean more into a dinosaur, like an ankylosaur look.
Ankylosaur, yeah.
Why do you say ankylosaur?
Because it's spelled ankylosaur.
But nobody says ankylosaur. It's ankylosaur.
We're looking up the pronunciation.
You can, but it'll still be wrong.
Okay.
Just acknowledge that I am right.
Ankylosauria. There he goes, going, I'm an ankylosaur.
I mean, look. You and the person who pronounces this can both be wrong.
That's insane. That
Ankylosaur.
Ankylosaur. Okay.
That's kind of like meshing our
That's
opinions
weird.
together.
All right. Let's shake hands and agree that was weird.
That was weird.
Ankylosaur.
I think leaning into the ankylosaur.
Ankylosaur. Oh God, is that the correct pronunciation?
I hope not. That instantly makes that cool
ankylosaur.
dinosaur worse.
Anky.
I'm feeling anky.
God. But
I
you want to put his paws down on the ground?
I
Make him
think
an
so. I think so.
That.
I think combining a rhinoceros with an ankylosaur
Ankylosaurus.
would be a really cool way to take him, and he could be Rock Dragon.
Yeah, I like
Because
that.
am I crazy that I can't come up with a Rock Dragon type in my head right now? There's gotta be a Rock Dragon. I'm sure the audience is screaming at us right now. Tyrantrum. The other dinosaur.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay. Still though, why not? Why not do
Yeah.
another Rock Dragon, man? Oh, it'd be so cool. I think that's the best route to take Rhyperior. Obviously, I mean, you could make him... or you could make him a woolly rhinoceros and do Rock Ice. Even though that's a terrible type combination.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be cool for just design reasons. Maybe
Yeah.
give him an ability that makes his 4 times fighting weakness just disappear or something.
Yeah.
Or a buffed version of Solid Rock that just it makes super effective attacks do 50% less damage and not 25. Yeah, wait. Fur coat. A woolly rhinoceros is gonna have the fur all over them. Just give them the fur coat ability.
What's fur coat do?
I think it's just boosts your physical defense. Halves the damage from physical moves onto this Pokemon. So, even he would have a ×4 weakness to fighting. He still would...
It would just be a ×2 weakness to fighting.
Yes, I think mathing that would just end up being ×2, so it's fine. Yeah.
So, but if physical moves are half the damage, so his defense would be ridiculous.
Yes. Yes.
So maybe even it out into the special
I would
defense a little
say
more?
because this is technically a different form, you can even it out. Kind of have his defenses. I mean, or because I couldn't see this Rhino Pokemon be more of a special attacker. Maybe.
Yeah. Increase his special defense. Don't increase his special attack. Decrease his defense.
Yeah. Even out his defenses. Keep his physical attack kind of where it's at. Oh, okay. I don't know which one I like more now.
I like that idea. Just to have a woolly rhino
woolly
and
rhino
do the
would be sick.
Thick fur or whatever ability.
Yeah, fur coat. Yeah. Oh, dude. The only two Pokemon with fur coat right now are Alolan Persian and Furfrou. Furfrou was the inventor of fur coat.
But Furfrou is a poodle isn't any more defensive than like a herdier.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It is insane.
I want to throw Furfrou into the sun.
I can't wait to watch you do that when you play Legends ZA.
Every Furfrou I see I'm gonna kill. Or I'm gonna knock out.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for Legends ZA. Have you been keeping up on the new trailers? You can during nighttime, just like in real Paris, it turns into like a battle zone, and trainers come out, and if they spot you, you have to battle them like a normal Pokemon.
Okay,
but in a Legends
in regular Paris, it's like the PvP server.
Exactly. And if you sneak up on a trainer with its Pokemon out, you can like surprise them and like get the first hit on their Pokemon before they even know there's a battle.
That seems not right.
Right? It's so shady. It's great.
Well, I mean, like Paris, it's so shady.
Precisely. I hope I can pickpocket people like in Paris too.
Oh,
I can't wait
and
for this
maybe
game.
they have like a everything smells like piss mechanic.
Yeah. Like in Paris. That's why I really hope for Alligator's new Mega Evolution or Alternate
He's like
Form,
a
whatever
piss
it
gator.
gets. Exactly.
Sewer gator.
Sewer gator.
He's piss type.
Yep. And he has his new signature move called Piss Launcher.
Where he pees on you.
Exactly. This guy gets it.
What type would he be? Poison?
Poison.
Yeah, that makes sense because of the ammonia. Oh my gosh.
The piss type.
Is there a bleach Pokemon? Then the ammonia and bleach could make something bad.
Technically, Rotom Wash is a washing machine. You can use bleach in a washing machine.
You can use bleach in a washing machine.
I think he can shoot bleach at you.
And then so his bleach beam hits for Alligator's ammonia beam, and then mustard gas goes everywhere.
And then that's how you make the new mustard gas Pokemon.
Whoa. Anyway,
I think it's time for Jokum's favorite section.
What's that? Oh, merch and search.
Nope.
Oh,
it's
trivia.
time for
Oh,
trivia.
goddammit. Oh.
Yay! Yippee! Oh boy, starting with we've been doing like a bunch of Gen 1 Pokemon. I'm just realizing. Rhyhorn, Sea King we did a couple ago. Scyther, exactly. A lot of Gen 1ers.
Let's get him out of the way.
For real. I'd hate if the final Pokemon we talk about would be frickin' a Gen 1 Pokemon. Imagine it's like Golduck or something, yeah. Alright, prior to Generation 6, Rhyhorn and Charizard had an identical cry.
Whoa.
What did I say? It sounded like Charizard. Oh, I hate that so much.
That's great. Wow, it's cool that you got it, though.
Thank you. In several games from Generation 1 onwards, the Pokédex states that Rhyhorn has powerful tackles. However, Rhyhorn was unable to learn Tackle until Generation VIII. 4?
8? VI 6 I 7
8.
I 8.
Okay.
4. Oh, if it was IV, it would be 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so bad with my Roman numerals.
Numeral.
I
don't know.
Alternate form of Meryl?
Yeah.
Numeral?
Numeral.
This was first said in Rhyhorn's Pokedex entry from Japanese Pokemon Red and Green, although this entry was left untranslated until it was reused in Pokemon Fire Red. Rhyhorn's Japanese Pokedex entries correctly use Tackle's Japanese name or its equivalent in kanji mode. Rhyhorn and its evolutionary relatives are the only dual-type ground rock Pokemon to have ground as their primary type instead of the secondary type. So I think Jokum's new thing is to mog me whenever I do this.
Thank you for saying I'm mogging. I'm just squinting at him and then setting my jaw when he says I'm mogging him.
He is. That's all you're doing. You're
It's
mogging.
a boring fact.
In Pokemon Legends Arceus, Rhyhorn and Rhydon cannot learn Thunderbolt, even though they were able to in all other games in which Thunderbolt could be learned outside of leveling up. That's not a boring fact, Mogger. That's an interesting fact. Origin. Rhyhorn's design can be inspired by an Indian rhinoceros, which has similar plated armor and an Uintatherium, from whom
What
it
the
may...
heck?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Uintatherium? Yeah,
Uintatherium. From whom it may have taken its flat head and horn. Its design also has elements of ceratopsids.
You have a flat head and... it's a Triceratops.
Yeah.
You have a flat head and horn.
Where's my horn? Where is it,
I
Jokum?
can't point to it.
Indian rhinoceros. Oh, look at those plates.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
And his conservation status is vulnerable.
Oh,
not
no.
as high as I thought.
Oh, he's not as highly...
Yeah, I thought he'd be like borderline extinct like most rhinoceroses.
yeah.
All right, this is good. This is good. Keep the Indian rhinoceros around. If any of you listening are poachers, I hope somebody rips your dick off and shoves it up your own ass. Is that too vulgar? I hate poaching so much.
Yeah, no, I do too. I don't know if it's too vulgar. I might have to put some bleeps in. We'll see if I remember to.
I love the fact that there's like an anti-poaching group in like Africa and whatnot who just shoot and kill the poachers.
Yeah.
That's great. That's music to my ears.
You have to be better than them. No.
No. Kill people who are willing to kill like almost extinct animals and other people. Batman, I'm talking to you. Oh, man. Name origin. Rhyhorn may be a combination of rhinoceros, rhyolite, a type of rock referring to its rock type, and horn. I'm pretty sure it's just rhinoceros and horn.
Yeah, the rhyolite. How is rhyolite spelled with an RH?
Yes, RHY, as a matter of fact.
I don't know. Maybe... I don't think they would have been that thoughtful.
Especially not in Gen 1.
But I don't know.
All right, Rhydon. According to interviews with Ken Sugimori, Rhydon was one of the first Pokemon ever created. This is evidenced by early sketches of the Capsule Monsters game concept featuring Rhydon, Lapras, and others. Moreover, Rhydon's index number is 001 in Generation 1. That's awesome. Since Rhydon's index number is 001, a glitch Pokemon with an index number of 000 or that is greater than 152 will revert to Rhydon when its Pokedex entry is viewed. That's really funny. Rhydon and its evolutionary... Yep, I already read that. Interesting. Ash's Pikachu fought Blaine's Rhydon in the Pokemon series and defeated it by aiming an electric attack at its horn, despite it being a ground type immune to electric attacks.
It's another Onyx situation.
Yeah, where he just activated the sprinklers and won. This particular scene spawned a popular, albeit misquoted internet meme where aim for the horn is commonly attributed to this episode. I've never heard that internet meme.
No. I think this is like... ancient, maybe? It's like all your base belong to us or whatever.
Yeah. Rhydon's horn serving as a lightning rod for electric attacks would also become an ability in Generation 3, which is funny. Aim, Pikachu, aim for the horn. I can so hear Ash saying that. Rhydon and its evolved form share their category name with Nidoqueen and Nidoking. They are all known as the drill Pokemon.
They're all horny.
Additionally, all four are partly ground types.
Oh, I forget that Nidoking and Queen are ground.
They're like the only poison ground types,
Yeah.
which is really cool, but
cool,
like,
yeah.
we need more. And I already read that Legends Arceus thing. Rhydon was created with a kaiju motif. Makes sense? Its design appears to draw inspiration from a rhinoceros in some aspects of various dinosaurs, such as ceratopsids. Its horn may be based on drills. Thank you. Rhydon may be a combination of rhinoceros, rhyolite, and Don, Spanish for Lord, or Don, suffix in dinosaur names. So we both could be right.
Wholesome.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that. And finally, the man, the myth, the absolute legend, Rhyperior. By the way, I didn't say this during alternate forms. As much as I love Rhyperior, and I would not be upset to see him with a Mega Evolution, does he need one? No.
He's already good enough.
He's already fine the way he is.
What were his stats again? Like, what was stats total?
Over 500.
Over 500. Okay.
So it would push him over 600 if he got Mega Evolved. I don't know. I don't think he needs it. I don't think he needs it.
I don't think he needs it either.
Would I be upset if he got one? No. I don't think he needs it.
But I would feel like it was a wasted spot.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I would... I mean, I'm biased, so I don't know if I would say wasted, but I'm like, yeah, some weaker Pokemon could deserved it probably more. Wow. Every trivia bit for this line I kind of already said. Yeah, I have to start with Origin, and even that's a lot of the same. Rhyperior's design appears to be an amalgam drawing inspiration from a rhinoceros, kaiju genre, aspects of various dinosaurs, bullet-resistant body armor vests, and cannon artillery. Its overall appearance also seems to allude to a proverbial miner, sporting a mining drill, wrecking ball, safety vest, and hard hat.
You love miners.
Why would you say something so untrue of me, but true for yourself? You're projecting again, Jokum. You're projecting.
I mean, Cole is cool and all.
I do love Minecraft.
Oh, Minecraft.
We should play Minecraft.
We should play Minecraft. I yearn for the mines.
Just like Jack Black.
Elytra!
Oh gosh, if we had said the exact same thing,
Zombie Jockey.
I would have lost my mind. You got it wrong. It was Chicken Jockey.
Oh, Chicken Jockey.
I'm sorry. This is probably the worst thing you guys have ever heard. Please don't leave. I am getting so annoyed of all the memes I'm seeing on Instagram about this.
I'm not on. Oh, they're memeing on it. I'm not on Instagram.
Yeah. I mean, so many memes are just him saying the word and then 4 more times, more sped up every time, and then the last one is super slowed down. That's it. That's the whole meme, guys. That's not funny.
That's not funny.
It was originally not funny. So you having him say it 4 times in a row definitely isn't funny. I'm sorry, that was a weird tangent to go on. Name origin. Rhyperior may be a combination of Rhinoceros, Rhyolite, Hyperion, and Superior. I always thought it was Rhinoceros and Superior. Rhyperior.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hyperion is cool and all, but
I don't think that's it.
I don't think that's it. I don't think that ain't it, Chief. All right, Jokum. Merch time. Gosh, I really hope his sitting cutie is
Merchant Search. I can say it's Merchant Search.
Yeah, say it.
Hey.
Say it.
There's no Merchant Search song yet. I don't know.
I don't know. That'd be fun.
Okay.
All right. Rhyhorn's sitting cutie is sold out. He's just kind of a pile of gray. He's kind of cute.
It's just a pillow.
And then there are pixel art pins, and that's it for Rhyhorn. Sadly.
Wow.
Yeah, for being like a Gen 1 Pokemon.
Have we been grading the representation?
I think we've forgotten in the last few episodes. I think we did in Sea Kings. We definitely gave him an F.
Oh yeah.
Who the heck was last? Oh, it's Scyther. The Scyther line.
So Scyther's...
They honestly had like high D.
High D.
It wasn't
I think
much.
C. Oh, but I think representation in like the anime, like they brought it back for Cleavor. Caesar's pretty cool. It was in a movie. So like, I mean, now maybe Cleavor's kind of forgotten as far as merch. Maybe high D.
So
C.
Rhydon's sitting cutie isn't even coming up on Pokemon Center's website, which is weird because he definitely has one. Like he literally has to have one. I really hope Rhyperior's comes up, or I'm gonna have to go to Mecha Japan. There it is.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, I'm dying. He's so cute.
7 inches. That's smaller than I thought he would be.
I mean, they're all like 6 to 8 inches. 7 inches is not small. 7 inches is ginormous.
11 inches. I thought there was like 11-inch ones.
Okay, you're going way too far.
I mean, sorry,
11 inches.
11 inches
hurt.
seems pretty normal.
That would
what?
hurt.
It's just on a shelf.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the plush. Yeah, I don't know.
Frank, why did you lick your lips like you were hungry? What was that?
Yeah, Rhyperior's sitting cutie is adorable. Although, putting him on my short little shelves may prove difficult because his tail does stick straight out the back.
Holy cow.
That was my problem with Giratina. He barely fits on that shelf. Yeah. That's why him and Dialga are basically sitting
diagonally.
That was funny. I like that. I give that a 6.5 out of 10.
That's honestly beautiful. I think 5.5 is enough, though.
So as far as merch goes, I'm sorry, my boy, that's F tier. If Sitting Cuties, if that line wasn't a thing, there'd be
Rhyperior's
nothing.
been forgotten since Gen 4.
Yeah.
But his stats are still awesome. He's still an awesome Pokemon.
Still great stats. I'm really wanting this Woolly Rhino. Hey, in our Norwegia region, Woolly Rhino Rhyperior. For those who are just tuning in, Joachim and I want to make a fan-made region eventually when we're both not lazy anymore and have more time.
Are we going to make Norwegia?
Yes. And we're going to make Norwegia, and it's going to be great.
With that being said, this is the search part of Merchant Search.
Yeah.
Where I search up the Pokemon's name and then scroll till I find Ludes.
So you are going to search for Rhydon and then
I'm going to do
Rhyperior?
Rhydon first, because Rhydon was...
Yep, it used to be its own thing. Oh, man. And look, a long time ago on my YouTube channel, I made a video called Pokemon You Should Hate Less, or whatever it was titled. That was basically the idea of the video. And Rhyperior was the top Pokemon I talked about. Because, like, it really is so sad that people think he's so much worse than Rhydon. I hear that opinion all the time. I just cannot wrap my head around that. Rhydon is cool. I like it. But when you compare it to Rhyperior, yeah, it's boring. It's very just generic kaiju. Like, I could see that being a rubber suit in an old Godzilla movie. And again, not that it's a bad thing. Oh, there's a Sitting Cutie.
Oh, yeah, it's just that's whatever I thought Rhydon Sitting Cutie would look like.
And it's not that he's, like, got a disappointing design or it's bad. I just think Rhyperior is an improvement. I feel like it's inarguable. Anyway, let's see if we can find somebody who made him fat. Oh, look, there's somebody's rock ice type Rhydon. You know, it's fine.
It's not what we would do.
No, he'd be on all fours. The whole evolution line, in my opinion, would be on all fours.
All right.
Oh, come on!
That's the laziest freaking Vor I've ever seen.
So, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Rhydon Vor by Big...
You don't have to call out the Vor artist.
But I want people to look at it at home. Big Bellied Dino 7789 on Fur Affinity. Ugh. They took like a stock photo of Rhydon with his little arms up.
Stock photo.
And then they erased his belly and they replaced it with a big spear.
They literally went on like Photoshop, made a circle, and then just put it in space of his belly. It's terrible.
To quote Captain America, Anthony Mackie, Captain America, do better.
Yes, that is
just
horribly the laziest art of a Pokemon.
Some of the best artists are like lewd artists.
Okay. Gosh.
Here's a Rhydon whose like belly's expanded, and he's like, "Oh God, oh my belly's expanded."
His belly's so fat, he's basically laying on it.
Oh
he can't even get his feet to touch the ground.
Bigger, wobblier Rhydon by BLK Dragon.
On Fur Affinity.
At
least that's actually like drawn art.
Yeah, that's a good enough artist.
But weird. It's weird.
It's weird.
Oh,
this is like I don't know if this is lewd.
It was made on Newgrounds. Somebody drew a girl with like exposed underboob, exposed belly, wearing like Rhydon adjacent like outfit.
I don't know if that. This gives off...
It's Fur Affinity,
This is good bear energy. There's Rhydon by Kansen.
It's just a fat, big-bellied Rhydon.
There he is.
Not to the point where he's like a creature who can't stand.
But clearly it's for fetish art.
Yeah. Oh,
it's more transformation porn. I mean, lewds. Pokemon TF... I guess TF stands for transformation.
Yeah.
Pokemon TF a day, 112. Rhydon on Weasel.
Why?
For the off-brand for Affinity.
Yeah, what the heck?
Oh my gosh.
Transformation. I don't get it. Look, there's AI Oprah Winfrey holding it Rhydon.
Why?
It's also, so bad.
There's Rhydon with his big old crinklers right in your face. All right,
I'm surprised there was so much Rhydon.
Yeah, right.
That was a really decent amount.
Rhydon has existed long enough, and it has a tummy, and it's standing up that to the point where it is lootable.
I guess.
All right, Rhyperior.
I can see people wanting to draw Rhyperior like big fat bear. I hope I see nothing.
You can see why.
Yeah, I mean he's big fat dude.
I can see why.
it's more understandable than a lot of the Pokemon that we see fetish art of.
We're not so different, you and I.
No, this is not. This is the kind of Pokemon that I only ever want to catch as a dude. If I find a female Rhyhorn, I'm like, no thanks. This needs to be my big boy. You ever got Pokemon you do that too?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're guys. We can't help it. It's what we do.
Oh.
Ugh.
All right. Rhyperior by Coasteth. It's a big, bubbly, oiled-up Rhyperior tripping on a pebble.
So
It's
spherical.
blushing. Why are those its cheeks?
I guess.
Its cheeks are giant. Like not its butt cheeks.
Yeah,
its mouth
face
cheeks.
cheeks.
That's interesting.
Yep, just take the thing and make it fat. Yep.
To put my mind in the mind, or to peer into the mind. Is that
Yeah.
what it is? Of a fat fetish artist? Oh no, not specifically fat fetish. A ballooning like inflation.
I mean,
almost fetish.
yeah. Inflation, fat fetish, vor. Where does it
Vor
come
is
from?
different.
I don't know. Is it really?
Yeah, vor-
It's all about a big extended belly.
Yeah, but vor is like
Distended.
is like a sentient being inside of your belly. That's different.
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
Honestly, there's more fat fetish art of Rhyperior. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, I don't know. Well, no, I'm not out yet. I gotta go.
It's all just fat fetish. Man. And it's not even like
Hello, fat fetish artist.
I would like to commission skinny art.
You didn't quote it right.
I don't care.
All right, whatever. All right, that was enlightening.
Terrible. Oh wait, no, there's still one more thing you have to do, Jokum.
Oh crap!
Get on
Okay.
your phone and do something
This
horrible.
is the part where I look up R34 of the both of the. It's got to be Rhino
gotta be
and
both.
Rhyperior,
It's gotta be
and
both.
I see how many entries there are.
Yep, it's that time.
So we're starting with Rhydon. It's always a flash bang when the page loads.
you deal you psychic damage.
Dang it! Holy crap!
Just don't look at the images.
Sorry, Rhydon 527.
That's more than Scyther and Scizor.
That's insane.
They were in the 300s.
It's because oh my gosh, this one is crapping its pants.
Why are you zooming in? I'm not looking. I am not looking at a Rhydon crapping
so
his pants.
bad. Why does a Pokemon looking like a big fat thing increase its odds of being?
What did you see? What did you see?
It's brapping right at the camera. God. All right, now Rhyperior. Right. Gosh, these ads are horrible.
Rhydon was
Like 500.
500 something.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get you that number. Rhydon 527. Rhyperior 95.
Oh my gosh!
People just
what a
aren't
difference.
interested in Rhyperior. That's a Houndoom.
I'm shocked. Listen, my thought when we were doing this is that we would only look at the number. Jokum scrolls for a bit.
Yeah, it's
the morbid
it's
curiosity
brutal.
really
One of them
took
used
it.
one of them gave him a drill horn somewhere else. God.
Jokum, I think, is gonna. You're being dealt too much psychic damage.
That's okay. There's my mind's already broken beyond repair.
All right, I think I can hear the music.
This is the part of the show where the boys discuss how edible the pocket monsters that we focused on won't belong. Turn up and come along to the segment of the show.
Yes, indeed, it is that part of the show.
Jokum pissed during the break.
Why, you're so mean to me. Just because I've been practicing piss retention doesn't mean you can abuse me.
Anyway.
Piss expansion.
Wait! As you were saying.
Let's marry this thing. Rhyperior. Do we have to do Rhydon too?
No.
Okay.
We don't have to marry
Well, but we
Rhydon.
did that with Scyther and
Well,
the other one.
We could...
Rhyperior.
we can marry Rhydon if you
I
want
want to marry
but
Rhydon. I think Rhydon is more marryable than Rhyperior. Rhydon has a brain. Rhydon has some level of
Oh,
intelligence.
but Rhyperior is a cute little bimbo.
It looks like a dude. Rhydon at least.
Okay, I'm still
Rhydon
thinking
looks a
Gajinka
little
right
feminine.
now.
Oh, don't stop thinking Gajinka. We're not there yet.
Okay, I think you're...
Rhydon, it gives a little more feminine vibes. Has somewhat of a brain, but it had some kind of red flag. I can't remember what it was.
Ah, shoot. Was it something we...
It was a fact. Could you look it up?
A fact? Was it Bulbapedia
No,
or Pokedex?
it was a Pokedex entry on Rhydon.
All right.
All right, but while you're looking that up,
Yes.
I wanted to discuss Rhyperior. Rhyperior Brain's small.
Yeah, it's bulkier too.
And it's giant.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot harder to fit in the house.
Yeah, and it's like, gotta be said, not really sexually attractive.
No, I mean, neither of them are.
Most Pokemon aren't. Most.
Was it that it was protected like an armor-like hide and that it was...
No, that's fine.
Walks on hind legs, shows sign of intelligence, it's armor-like hide.
Well, lava, I guess it's fine.
Lava, yeah.
People.
Oh, wait, however, the hide also makes it insensitive.
It's probably just like... I doubt that doesn't mean it's insensitive, but in Gajinka we could use that.
Yes, exactly. Listen, they're both 1.5s.
They're both 1.5.
Maybe 2.
I think Rhyperior is a 1.5 and Rhydon is a 2.
All right, I can agree with that.
Cool.
That seems
Gajinka.
fair to me.
She's a little Rhydon's a little insensitive.
But she's strong.
She is strong.
She knows how to use a drill. Whoa, no, wait a minute.
I don't know what that means.
Don't look at me like that. She's strong. That's all I
just
can
a little
really think. She's
insensitive.
powerful.
Kindness is important to me.
Yeah, she's kind of rough. She got a rough skin.
Yeah, well, I mean, like is that like a physical? Like she physically has rough skin, or is it like soft skin is so nice? Though.
I know. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna
unsuccessful. Pass. And Rhyperior, big old bimbo.
Yeah, bimbo.
Big old bimbo.
But
she's cute. And I love her. She's so cool. She's a minor. Wait.
I told you! Guys, I told you he loved minors.
Oh, no.
Well, yeah, she's always digging around.
Why does minor and minor have to be the same word? She is a cave explorer, and she uses tools.
Yeah.
Shut up! I'm gonna jump at you like Foxy.
Okay, yeah, Frank wants to be pegged. It's okay.
I do not. Trust me. I'm not the person at this table who wants to be pegged.
I think I'm not interested in either.
Yeah, I don't know. She's a hard worker. She yearns for the mines. She spends her days
I
in the
legitimately
mines.
think she's into pegging.
I
just
don't.
Because it just gives off of she's very horn themed, lots of using
it's
horns
jewelry.
and
It's just
drilling in
jewelry
holes.
No. She works as a miner. She's a professional.
So she's got like coal lung, black lung.
Yeah, and I'll come home. I'll take care of her. You know what? Gajinka Rhyperior? Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, but we can agree to disagree.
Edible. There's nothing.
Yeah,
there.
I don't think there's anything.
I mean, technically, it has muscles under that rock.
It's not only rock type but ground.
Yeah.
It's
full of dirt and sediment.
I don't even know. Like, is it in the muscles? I don't know, and I don't know if I want to find out. I think it's like a 3.
Sure.
Both of them are in the same material.
Yeah.
Dead.
No. I don't think I'm breaking through either of them.
No.
At least with Cleavor, the obsidian blades were easily broken.
And it was a bug.
Yeah. They are so thick and just
there's
packed.
nothing. I don't think there's anything
Super
I can
high defense.
There's nothing I can legally buy that can kill this thing.
No, yeah, bare hands 0, metal bat 0. It could stand there and let me hit it 5 times in a row, and then it would just put my head in its whole hand.
Oh my gosh!
And then just poof, and obliterate me, turn me into dust, red mist.
Yeah, that just is what it is. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's sad. I wish we could spend more time on it, but there's just nothing we can do. Prep time.
No, there's nothing I can legally buy that can kill it.
I mean, I could legally buy a mortar, but drone strike maybe.
You can't do that.
Why do you think I can't? Why don't you believe in me?
I don't believe.
You just spit. I
win. Your argument is invalid.
Nothing we can do.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm sad we got to end this episode about one of my favorite Pokemon, man.
Before we end, I do see someone raising an interesting thing. Aron, Nidoqueen, or Aggron, Rhydon, Nidoking, and Nidoqueen all kind of have cool similar bodies.
They got that kaiju vibe.
It's almost like evolutionarily they're all related.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that guy on Instagram or wherever? Could be anywhere. He makes like ancestry lines for
Yeah.
Pokemon. He
Oh, that's cool.
messes with the sprites a little bit and combines them all. Then as they branch out, they slowly become more unique.
So he speculates, oh, these ones could be related to these
Yes.
ones. Oh, that's cool.
Yes, I do like that variety of Pokemon that are like big kaijus. They are really cool. I think Tyranitar and Baxcalibur also fit well into those molds. But yes, everybody, this is unfortunately the end of the episode. If you enjoyed it and you want more Pokemon content, why don't you go to my YouTube channel? It's called the same name as the podcast, Certified Pokemoments. I talk about Pokemon all the time, but I do other stuff too. I still talk about Legos and joke them, and I still cook on the channel. In fact, we have this series called Taboo Foods. We cook really strange and odd foods. We haven't cooked rocks yet, but we have tried putting meat into cookies. Bad idea. It was really fun, though. So make sure you rate this 5 stars, comment down below about your favorite part, your opinions, which one do you like better, Rhydon, Rhyperior. And with all that being said, guys, once again, thank you so very much for listening. This has been your Certified Pokemon.
Sprays you with a spray bottle. That'd be effective.